Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. We've got an extremely unique beer to review tonight. This is one of those beers where you go to the beer store, you see a bomber, 22-ounce bottle, and you go, $11.99. Not quite sure I want to purchase this. So, I start off the review like that for a reason. So I picked this up. The beer store I go to, the owner is phenomenal at knowing what I like. I walk in, I say, "What's new?" He goes, we got this, and this, and this. He's like, "You need to try this." And I go, "I don't know. Okay, great. $11.99. I'm not gonna spend $12 on a 22-ounce bottle." So I pick up a few things and 6-pack of this and a bomber of this, and he goes, "You need to try this." And I go, "Oh, yeah, well, that looks cool." And then I say, "Well, I don't know about that." Okay, great. So then I go to check out, and he goes, "You need to try this." So, fortunately, I have a good relationship with the owner, and he says, "It's worth the $12, trust me." This is the Hoppin Double IPA. Big frog on the front. It's from Ohio. It's from Akron. It is 8.2% alcohol, and it is considered a double IPA. It's 168 IBUs. I'm going to repeat myself. 168 IBUs. That's insane. That's like beyond the concept of IBUs. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background of the brewery, the beer, and I know a lot of people don't like this when I do this, but I'm going to do this anyway. My videos, because I think it's important when you do a beer like this. $12 a bomber. You need to know the background. Akron, Ohio. Hoppin Double IPA. You need to know what this is all about. So Hoppin Frog is the name of the brewery. It's a small, hands-on brewery making very flavorful beers in the most flavorful beer styles. We brew high-quality beers in an uncompromising focus on detail from the ingredients to selection of the brew processes. We are specialized in creating flavorful beers, allowing more barley to be used in the brewing process. We also use a specialty bottling machine that keeps the beer fresher and extends the storage times compared to other conventional microbrewery bottling machines. This is very beneficial to retain the character and the flavorfulness of the beer. So right then, I have never, ever opened this. I've never tried this. I've never had anything from this brewery. I'm a fan. Why? Because as a consumer, you're spending a lot of money. You want to know that your money is spent well. You also want to know, most importantly, that your money is spent on something that will last and is good. So right now, right up on the website, I'm already convinced. hoppinfrog.com. So then it says, Hoppin Frog is the concept of the owner and established brewmaster Fred Karm. He designed and produced 21 award-winning beers at the Great American Brew Festival and World Beer Cup, the two most prestigious contests in the world. We all know that. Hoppin Frog Brewery was established in 2006 and distributes beer in 18 states and 12 foreign countries. It's based out of Akron, Ohio. And the cool thing about this beer, most importantly, I think, is that it's unique. So, let's check it out. The cool thing about this beer, I think that is the most unique about this, is that it says, "Life is measured by experiences. Explore the extremes of hops and experience all of their bitterness, flavor, and aroma with this double IPA. An extreme, super-assertive, satisfying amount of American hops. Character is balanced with a toasty, caramelized, intense malt presence." So, you got the frog, you got the bomber bottle. Let's check it out. I can't tell you how this was, quote, sold to me at the store. I like IPAs. I'm very particular about my IPAs. If you've ever watched any of my beer reviews, I love hoppy flavor with an extremely complex background. So this is what an IPA should look like. It's got a nice caramel color to it, nice white frothy head. Notice This is something I'm really particular about. Notice that the head sticks around. It doesn't just fizz out. There's not a lot of carbonation coming from the bottom. There's a little bit of residue coming on the bottom, which is extremely common with double IPAs. That's not a bad thing. A lot of people get freaked out when the beer isn't perfectly clear. That's okay. So the head's still there. It's got extreme lacing, which it should be. Look at that. With a double IPA, it's just absolutely got legs all over the place, just like a good wine would have. Okay, so this is different. It almost has a clean smell to it. It almost smells like a bit of a cleaner, but with a lot of hops. Okay, not at all what I expected. Okay, so what this beer is one of those beers with a lot of hops, an insane amount of IBUs, and you can tell that the constellation of hops that are used are the reason why when you pour this glass, you see not only the carbonation come up, but the legs come up. It's full of stuff. It's full of flavor. It fills your mouth with this kind of full-bodied. It's different. I'm trying to associate it to something that I could tell you. It's totally different than anything I've ever had. I'd buy it again. This is something I would definitely buy again. At 8.2% alcohol, you could store this for 6 months to a year. $12 a bottle is steep, I think, for this beer. I'll just go ahead and say it. I think if it was $8 or $9 a bottle, I'd buy it more. It's good. It's good. It's extremely good. It's very rich. It's got a really firm flavor to it. It's got not a lot of nice hops to it. It's something that fills your mouth. It's something that is unique. It's not anything like what you could buy in a 6-pack. It's good. I'm struggling a little bit because of the fact I'm looking at the price tag at $12 a bottle. And the reason why I say that is because the reason why I started this website was to tell people and have a video of, alright, should I buy this or not? And it's one of those situations where most people for $12 a bottle probably wouldn't buck up every time they go into the beer store. But where this beer would be extremely well placed is if you buy it now, January 2013, stick it in your beer cooler wherever you're at, store it. Have this sucker in the summertime while the frogs are jumping around your driveway, and you will be extremely thankful that you have it. This is also one of those beers where it's such a high alcohol content that I think over time they do better. And I've learned this over the years. If it's over 8% alcohol, if you buy it, store it for 6 months, 3 months, 9 months, it just ages and just explodes with flavor. I like it. I like it a lot. I wanted to like it more. I would probably give this a 3.5, maybe a 4, but I am really, really hard on IPAs. It's my favorite class of beers. I'm extremely particular with them. I just did a review with Lagunitas Sucks last night, and it's better than this. So, good beer, Hoppin Frog, Double IPA. Check it out. Try it. Comment on our YouTube channel, our website, microbreweries.com. We're on YouTube and we're on Twitter. And most importantly, we're on Facebook. So check us out and let us know what you think. Please leave us constructive comments. We appreciate them very much. Most importantly, we appreciate when you comment on these beers.